Don't forget, you smell like
Good
popcorn.
evening, I'm AJ. Good evening, I'm AJ Flores, and today I'll be talking about re-electing City Council. Here to join me is my lovely audience. All right. Well, there are many reasons why we should re-elect Student Council. Okay, you know what? I don't need to close that. I don't need to just keep it up. I know, just leave it. You think I didn't realize that?
Well, I don't know. Because you keep saying it. Really?
Good evening, I'm AJ Flores, and tonight I'll be talking to you about re-electing City Council. Here to join me is my lovely audience. Well, there are many reasons we should re-elect City Council. First of all, they have the good old boy mentality, which means if you haven't been a part of them for a while, or they don't know you, or you don't have the right connections, they don't want you around. Many of them have been in office 15 plus years, and they've proven in the past they're incapable of holding this position for any longer. A lot of them only have a high school education, which means they lack the proper knowledge and skill to improve Pecos as a city. They're not taking advantage of this oil boom. Good evening, I'm AJ Flores, and tonight I'll be talking to you guys about re-electing City Council. Here to join me is my lovely audience. There are many reasons why we should re-elect City Council. For starters, they have the good old boy mentality, which means if you haven't been a part of them for long enough, they don't know you, or you don't have the proper ties, they don't want you around. Another problem is they've all been in office 15 plus years, and they've proven before why they shouldn't be there. And all the other city council members stick up for them when nobody should. A lot of them only have a high school education, which means they lack the proper knowledge and skills necessary to improve the city of Pecos. An example of this is they're small business members or owners, and because of that, they're afraid of competition and they don't let growth for new businesses. A major example of this is our grocery store. We have one grocery store called La Tienda. At La Tienda, they monopolize it. It's ridiculous. They ask twice as much for almost every product they sell: meat, poultry, household items. They only offer generic brand Surefine, and they ask top dollar for this, and it's ridiculous. I know many families have to go to Odessa just to afford their groceries, and that shouldn't happen. They also do not allow food chains in fear of competition with family-owned restaurants. It's a reasonable fear, but still, it's kind of ridiculous. When you're a city council member, you should put the city before yourself. Another major problem is housing. The housing prices have skyrocketed in the last couple of years. Before, prices for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house used to be around $15,000. They've jumped all the way up to $90,000. I messed up, huh? Hi, I'm AJ Flores, and tonight we'll be talking about re-electing city council members. Here to join with me is my lovely audience. There are many reasons why we should re-elect city council members. Tonight I'll be presenting a few of them. One of the major reasons is they have the good old boy mentality, which means if they don't know you, you don't have the proper ties, they don't want you around. Another problem is they've all been in office 15 plus years, and they've proven before why they shouldn't be there, and the other city council members stick up for them when they shouldn't be. A big problem is they only have a high school education and nothing more, which means they lack the proper knowledge and skills they need to improve the city. A lot of them are small business owners, and they don't allow competition. They don't want new businesses coming in and ruin what they already have, which means Pecos' economy isn't growing anything more than it already has been, and they're not taking advantage of the oil boom. A major example of this is our grocery store. Pecos only has one grocery store, and all they offer is generic products, and they ask top dollar for these products. They're monopolizing Pecos, and it's not fair and it's not right. Many families have to travel all the way to Odessa just to afford their groceries for their family. All they offer is generic products such as Surefine, and that's a major problem for people. That's not what they want. Another big problem is they don't allow food chains to come into the city in fear of competition with family restaurants, which most of city council are a part of. I mean, it's a reasonable fear, but when you're a city council member, you have to put the city's good before your own. A huge problem also is the housing. Housing prices have skyrocketed, and none of them have done anything about it. I'm not taking enough time, so I'm going to stop and restart this.
Dude, yeah, like you're like.
Good evening. I'm AJ Flores, and tonight I'll be talking about re-electing city council members. Here to join me is my lovely audience. There are many reasons why we should re-elect city council members, but tonight I'll only be presenting a few. One of the major reasons is they have the good old boy mentality, which means if you don't know them, you don't have the proper connections, they don't want you a part of it, and they're not going to let you be a part of it. Many people have been in office over 15 years, and they have proven before why they shouldn't be there. Many people have already tried to kick them out, but the other city council members stick up for them when they shouldn't be. Most city council members only possess a high school education, which means they don't possess the right skills and knowledge to improve the city of Pecos. A lot of them are small business owners, and they're stopping new businesses from coming in, hurting Pecos' economy and not letting it expand in this time of the oil boom, and they're basically ruining it. It's happened in the past before, and it'll happen again if they don't let the economy grow. A big example of this is La Tienda. It's our only grocery store in Pecos. They do not let any other come. La Tienda asks twice as much as a regular grocery store for their generic brand products. They don't carry name brand things, they carry Surefine. And many people don't want generic brands for top dollar. They're monopolizing Pecos, and it's not right. Many families have to travel all the way to Odessa, which is an hour-long drive. For people without automobiles or who don't have the expenses to pay for the gas, it's nearly impossible. Another big problem is the food chains. They don't allow food chains in Pecos because many people are afraid that it's gonna hurt family restaurant business. I mean, just this year we got a McDonald's. It's 2014, people. I think it's time to step up our game. I mean, people want Mickey D's, and we just got it. But I mean, it's a reasonable fear being afraid of competition. But when you're a city council member, you should put the city before yourself. Another big problem is the housing. The housing prices have skyrocketed in the last 15 years. Houses that used to cost $15,000 have skyrocketed to $60,000, $70,000, even $80,000. And this is for a regular size house. Nothing special, nothing fancy. People without oil field jobs, they'll never be able to afford this. People who have lived here all their life are now being forced to move somewhere else because they can't afford to live here anymore. These are honest people who have lived here forever, and now they can't. City Council has done a horrible job in the last couple of years of taking advantage of this oil boom, and I feel they need to be replaced. Thank you. That's all I have tonight. I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me. If you guys have any questions, email me at ajflores71@gmail.com. Again, thank you. Have a great night.